Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone who's decided to watch this video. Today I'm actually rambling on about a toy I bought that is actually a bit old. It is the Jakks Pacific Collector Edition Tails from their Sonic line. And I guess I shouldn't say that old because I mean it's only been like what, a couple of years? 4 at most, I think. I don't even think this toy's that old, but I'm just thinking about, like, how long has Jakks had the brand? They had it, like, around the time Boom ended, and Boom ended, I think it might have actually been 6 years ago. That doesn't matter. It's just, I've been interested in getting this for a while, because it's a customizable figure with all these extra parts, very similar to the classic Sonic that Tomy, the previous rights holder, the Sonic toys had. And I really like that Tomy figure of Sonic. And Jakks has been doing a bunch of figures in that style for years now. They have 6. I don't even think they have that many. They have their own classic Sonic, a modern Sonic, this, a classic Tails. No, just this Tails. Classic Knuckles, a Shadow that people don't like because of his face. And I think they've said they're doing a silver, but I don't think they ever released one. And I just never got around to picking him up, even though Tails is my favorite character. And I liked that Tomy take on this idea. But I was just never willing to pay the price. But I saw that he was finally clearanced out at a store near me. Only $15, sadly. But clearance is clearance. And they still have a bunch of this Tails. They have like 10 of it sitting around, and well, now I'm finally gonna open him up and see if he's worth it or not. So yeah. Oh boy, here he is. Why does he look like he's crying? Because for some reason he was packaged with these weird little stickers on his eyes, and I just thought it was funny, so I left them on. For this, now we can scale the camera down, and yeah, he is quite tiny. For a $50 toy, he is quite minute. And also, where are his tails? Well, here they are. Here's all his other customizable stuff. These weren't plugged into him in the packaging, so I just left them separate, but we'll put those on the ball joint in his backside, just so he has some sort of default Tails look. And we're gonna have to critique this right away, this stand, because what the frick is with this holographic thing for doing the illusion of Green Hill Zone on the block? I do not like it at all. At least it goes on 3 of the sides, not all of them. And this makes me wish I had pulled out the Tomy Sonic to compare, because that Tomy Sonic came with a still pretty fake, but at least decent looking Green Hill Zone block that the grass was a lid you can pull off to store all this extra customizable junk that isn't connected to your figure. And also it had a flight stand for posing the character in the air, something that would be very good for Tails to come with, since he is a character known for flying. But as you can see in this mess of parts, no flight stand. And, you know, you'd think a high-priced figure like this would come with something like that. But no, instead, he gets more holographic palm trees and flowers that you can just plug back here to have a Green Hill Zone backdrop to put next to your modern Sonic, because I assume that one also had a Green Hill backdrop. So, not too happy with the figure so much. The paint does feel different. I know I'm wearing gloves, but even like this, I can tell that it feels like there's more of it. It looks like there's more of it too than a usual figure. This is definitely painted all over compared to, let's just bring in a base Jakks figure of Tails from their Sonic line. Adjust the camera because these Fox boys are tiny. And like this one, the orange that Tails is known for is just the base color of the plastic. It's a lot of base plastic pieces glued together, not much paint. Whereas this guy, they've definitely painted him all over, and it looks alright. The head seems maybe a little bit discolored from the rest of the body. Maybe that's my lighting. Maybe that's just some weird side effect of it being in the box for so long, because the top of that box did have a window on top of it, and these things were shelf warming forever, so he might just be a little bit sun faded in this area just from sitting in that store forever. So sun faded from the UV lightings of a department store. That's probably what's going on. So we won't hold this part against them. But customizable pieces. He's got hands, he's got tails. What other hands does he actually have? Because here we have a gripping hand and a splayed out hand. Another grip hand, a fist, another splayed out hand, and what's this one? Another fist. Okay, that's understandable. Not really any complaints. It's just I wanted to see what they are. We got happy face, we got sad face, and he came packaged with yay! Yeah, I got teeth. Look at my teeth. That face. And he comes with some other sets of eyes. He's got closed eyes. That's what these ones are. And some tired eyes. So I guess he'll be able to hold this ring with his holding hand. So let's just... He can kind of hold it. I see a port on the ring. Obviously that would go into here. Not very well. Maybe it goes into this peg since it looks a little bit thicker. Great. Definitely would have preferred a box that could be used for storage. See these two next to each other again, I guess. So let's... At least the hands do come off easy. Going on pretty good. Does he have any joint tightness? That hip, this hip has got a little bit of a tightness. Nothing too scary here. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's fine. So everything functions well on him as an action figure. It's just, he's kind of like not really a Tails you're meant to play with. And I don't have like the Sonic or the Shadow in this collection, so I can't really put him with those either. Okay, I'm just gonna... That looks... I was gonna say that looks horrifying, and it kind of does because of the screws, but doesn't it look like he just has a big happy smile? And some buck teeth. He's got buck tooth. Nah. Hey, hello there. Yeah, that's just a silly little face. Now, do the eyes come off easy? No, they do not. They do not come off easy. Ooh. Oh, they are made of a softer material. I'm realizing that now. So, are the other ones like that? Yes, they seem to be. So, we can put those together and have the most accurate description of how I'm feeling about this figure so far. Let's see what he looks like with his different tails. I'm curious if he can support the weight of this one, because Tails action figures tend not to... Ugh. Is that also like some weird sun-faded burn, or did it wind up like that in the factory? Did some black get into the plastic molding by accident? That's... ugh, I don't like that. Let's get it in there. I feel like these should go in further, but I understand that that's probably not supposed to. Or maybe it is meant to go in further, because, like, that's not right. Like, his tails do not stick out that far from his body. At least there's not, like, a giant, like, lump coming out of his butt that the tails are connected to. It's not supposed to be like that. Can he even stand with these? Okay, he can. He can. I guess being a larger figure makes that easier than previous Sonic toys. And now he's fallen over. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not really enjoying this. It took until the Shadow release for people not to like these. See what he looks like with his flying tails that he can't be displayed with because he comes in a flight stand. This is a heavy piece too, this round bit. Like, ooh, like there's some weight to this. He's definitely gonna follow. Well, actually no, it's big enough to be touching the ground, but he definitely can be knocked over with this. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. I'm not liking him at all. Put him on his display stand. Yeah. I guess just for the heck of it, we will see what he looks like with the other face and eyes. Just to get this ramble done. Because I am curious, at least, as to how he looks with these. Oh no. Closed eyes and a smile. He's happy because it's over. He looks okay. Yeah, overall, I'm not happy with this. This does not recreate the fun and joy of the Tomy Sonic that it was inspired by. That Tomy Classic Sonic is a way more fun, customizable, deluxe Sonic action figure than this, which makes me sad because it's Tails. It's my favorite boy, and I just realized he's got like an extra bit of plastic there in his elbow that needs to be ripped off. Yeah, if you want a Jax figure of Tails, just stick with the normal one. Don't bother with this. This is not worth it. Unless you really, really hate play and just want something to put on your table. But it'll probably be light faded and discolored, just like mine, because it's been sitting on shelves forever. So, I've definitely rambled on here enough. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys around.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, the world's ultimate life form, here to tell you that if you like this video, then you should subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. Chaos Control!